Alright guys, welcome back to Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 100% tutorial. Last time we just beat the first hub, and I left out Bull's Pen in that tutorial because I was literally falling asleep while recording that. And also, I just feel like Bull's Pen is self-explanatory enough to where you'd know where to go, and how to beat it if you just watch a single run. So, after you get done in the Bull's Pen area, you're gonna, like, you'll be in this area after you skip all the cutscenes or whatever, and you'll have the Flame Rain. I have the Frosty Rain and Zapper Rain and everything else because I did some cheats for to get back here easier without having to just go and completely do a new file. And so yeah, let's get started. So doing Julius's lab to Hub 2, it's very simple. Right here though, you actually have the chance to get the Zoomerang. So if you like see this here is like, if you see the golden cog sign or whatever says, you know, 0 or whatever, that means you can grab a Zoomerang, and you only need to grab the Zoomerang. 100% does not require you to get every Techno Rain, being all these ones that I'm scrolling through here, you know. But Zoomerang is actually very useful 100%, so we grab that before we move on to the lab. So anyway, after we grab this, we just walk out. You can bite off that ledge here, although it is kind of iffy. Jumping up hills like that is slightly faster because Ty's horizontal speed stays the same while he's jumping, while if he's like walking up a slope slowly, then it makes him go up the hill slightly slower than if you were to jump. So you can just do whatever movement you want to on those platforms, but you want to come over here to this cave here. Just go into the cave. A lot of times I'll just jump over this corner here and get in quickly, but you don't need to. Jump down that steep hill. Once I skip this cutscene, I jump over that rainbow scale, and then I can move on to just entering bridge. So now that we're in bridge, I'm gonna immediately turn around and switch to my normal boomerang and come and break this box here. The reason why I always switch to normal boomerangs before hitting boxes is because if you hit a box with a flame rain, they'll sit there and burn for a couple seconds before they actually get broken and let the opals out. So after you do that box, grab all the opals, you're gonna come over here, skip this cutscene, and once you reach this opal here, before reaching the land, you're going to jump over to the left here and dive into the water. So that way you can grab these 5 opals under the bridge. Then you're going to swim over here, and you're going to grab these 3 opals in that little area. Then swim over into this cave, grab those opals, and jump and bite this Squisbilly. Next you can just jump and dive back into the water. Swim back over to where that group of 5 opals were. You can grab this one on the right here, and then you'll swim over here, grab these 2 opals, dive back into the water, grab this final opal, and just swim over to this opal and continue on the line here. Once you get past this opal, jump over this, and you can grab this cog here. Just keep following the opal trail, and then you should be fine. Except until when you get to this opal here, you're going to turn left, come through here, burn that spider web with your flame rain, and then you'll just grab that cog. This route is basically entirely linear, except towards like the end. Once we like basically get Dennis back to his house, that's when the path stops being linear, because we just, you know, need to go and do other things. But once Dennis gets back to his house, we need to go back there a couple times, I think. So anyway, go across this bridge. You can like, if those guys are trying to attack you, you can just use your flame round on them once, and they'll like start waving around their little like bat or whatever they have, because you catch them on fire with the flame round. They're trying to put it out, so they're basically stunned for a while. I can show you what I'm talking about with this guy. Oh, barely not close enough. Like I see, if you don't want him to attack you, you can just like do that, and anyway. So once you get to this pillar here, you're just gonna want to jump like. This doesn't require a setup. You just want to like make sure you're like, you know, not back here or whatever. Even though I do think it's possible. Nope, just barely not. You want to like stand on this little high sort of area, Like, as you can see, the ground sort of goes down there. You just want to stand on top of this. Do an extended glide, like do a jump, and then do an extended glide, and you should be able to grab a cog from up there, from down here. And once you... Wow. Once you do that, just fall back down and continue following the opal trail. Here, I go to the left and grab 3 or 4 opals before going around to the right. So that way I can do a basically straight line to the rest of the opals. Once again, jumping up ledges that are high. And so once we get to this opal here, we turn right. And we burn this spiderweb down here. While you're also running, you can also jump and try to burn that one while you run into it, but it's nothing you want to stick around and try to do. But like, if you can hit it on like the approach like that after you burn the first one down here, then that's fine. So now you just get back on the opal trail, and I like to break that box there just because it's something to do. And also with the zoomerangs, let me actually get rid of these guys here quickly. So once I get here and get past all the blue tons, or not the blue tons, the cricket bats, I like to jump and like aim the zoomerang to be breaking these boxes here. And then I do an extended glide, get out here, and jump on the... Wow, I actually missed one. That's sad. So anyway, after you get that cog there, after breaking those boxes and everything, sorry. Just keep running up the opal trail, and at that opal, turn left, and come and grab this bit. Next, you're going to want to switch to normal boomerang, and you're going to break the basket and the box. If you break the basket and get a magnet, the route doesn't change at all, so that's good, but you're just going to want to come here and talk to Dennis, grab that, grab these opals with your magnet. You can take like sort of tighter paths with this. Oh god, this looks bad. Make sure you're grabbing everything though. And I just want to make sure that I'm on... Okay, I'm not, because I was doing runs between, so... There we go. Anyway, just keep breaking these things. Anyway, I'll show you what it's like. Yeah, that's what happens whenever you burn a box with your flame range. Anyway, once you get to this opal on this bridge here, Ty's view and burn that box. Then run over here, grab these opals, and then grab these ones, and go back underneath the bridge, and you can grab this cog here. And once you grab this cog, just get back here, burn that. Once you get to this opal here, jump and try to hit that box, or try to hit the torch. If you think that you can't hit the torch, don't feel like you need to. You can get back here, grab a couple of opals on the line, and then I like to switch to zoomerang here because I'm going to be trying to hit a box while I'm jumping or diving. Because that was in the way. But yeah, so with these two boxes, you can do that. And once you're here, also I forgot to mention, you need to make sure you hit that button that I did around that tree stuff earlier. If not, then you are not going to have this platform moving. And this platform needs to be moving so you can, you know, do that. But basically, I was breaking all those opal boxes here, but if you want to, you can literally just wait for the platform. I like to break all the opal boxes because there's a chance later in the level that I will just need to like swim around here with a magnet, and then I'll be able to collect all the opals that way. But if you don't want to do that, then feel free to. Like, as long as you know roughly the route of what to do in this level, then you know, you're fine. And like I said in the last tutorial, I'm assuming that you've at least seen a speedrun of this game before. At the very least, like, played it. So, with me just, like, you know, lighting these torches like that, I hope I don't need to explain why I'm doing it. It's just so Dennis doesn't, Dennis can get home, and once he gets home, we can get a Thunder Egg. But anyway, so once we light that final torch here, we can come over here, jump, and grab this golden cog. And then we can just get down here, and we'll grab our Thunder Egg. And now, from here, you want to talk to Dennis, and then you want to immediately throw your boomerang and hit that thing here, but what I like doing is I like throwing the boomerang, then talking to Dennis, and then during the time I'm throwing the boomerang, I have enough time to like talk to Dennis and finish his cutscene, and then I'll get to him, so like that. You want to like start lighting that gas can on fire, and then you're all set. So from here, you want to just glide over here to this golden cog here. That should be number 10. If you missed one, then I don't know what to say. Go back and try to find it. And then once you get that cog, you just want to swim over here, grab these two boxes, come over here, and light these flames, I guess. You can break this basket, hoping to get a magnet here. And if you don't, then that's fine, but from here, just come over here, break these boxes, collect these opals however you want to. Jump in the water, grab these 5 opals, switch to Flamerang, and from down here you can just jump onto these things, and you'll get your, yeah. Now, here is where the route can actually change quite a bit. If you get a magnet here, which I didn't, then you need to do, you need to hope to get a magnet later. So once you like try to get that magnet, you're just gonna want to come over to the dock or whatever, dive in. I'm surprised I got that first try. As many people know, on old patch, that dive really sucks, and the whole reason why grab shipping works on new patches is because they fixed it. But so anyway, you talk to Rex again, and you can do the tower dive minigame. Just want to make sure you're getting all the rings, and once you're at the bottom, you'll be given the Thunder Egg. So then you're gonna dive over this way, and you're gonna come up here, and you're gonna want to like stand up here, and then do a 360. Or I guess not even a 360. I guess it's like, I guess just like any extended glide that isn't going directly into the wall. 360 is just what everybody does, so 360 is what you want to do once you like stand on this thing. Anyway, so once you get up here, you're gonna break these boxes here. It's gonna be worth it to use your bite thing here because they're so far apart, the opal spawn. And so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get out your zoomerangs. You're gonna climb up this thing. You're gonna break that box and that box, and come down here. And you're gonna start charging up a bite at this building, so that way you can grab all these opals here, and then you can grab your Thunder Egg. Next, we're gonna switch back to Flamerangs. Come over here and just get that pipe. And now we're gonna be going Netty. And Netty is literally the exact same as every other category. So if you've seen any percent or 51 Thunder Egg, you're just gonna auto-beat him the same way. Just like hitting him in his butt, then in his chest. So then once you get done Netty, you're going to want to run on this bridge. You're going to want to check and make sure you got every opal over there, because they're having time to run this one, because it was just barely out of reach. And here is where the run, here's where the route can go bad. Basically, we need a magnet, either at that one over near Rex down there, or from that basket in the distance there. Because we need to collect these opals that are like floating above the water, but we can't like reach them from the water. We can't just like, you know, swim on top of the water and jump or whatever. And in order to get these opals, we need to like break this platform here, and then we'll just ride the platform. But what we want to do is we want to get a magnet, and that magnet will let us swim underneath the water and collect all these opals. So after you get on this platform, you're just going to want to run over here, get your final pipe, break these two boxes. You can collect these opals now if you want to. And then you're going to break this and hope for a magnet. I didn't get one, so I need to do that in a minute. But anyway, so you're going to want to do turkeys, just set up the turkeys the exact same way as you would an 80% by biting that one first, and then biting that one. That one. Oh my god. This is embarrassing. There we go. But anyway, so after you do that, grab your boomerang, hit that box from over here, and do this. Now, what's gonna happen here is we're going to throw a boomerang to try to get it to curve around to the right, so that way you get like that. And from there, you're gonna want to jump and extend glide onto this, and you're gonna want to use your bite thing to grab every opal. Although I missed two over this, so I need to wait for it to go all the way back around, sadly. Usually, as soon as you get on the platform, you're supposed to get on the platform from up there, and then like you can start biting and grab these two opals here earlier. But anyway, once you get these opals, normally if you got a magnet, you'd be able to just swim all around, and then with the magnet, you'd be able to just swim across this area here and grab all the opals, because of the weird magnet attraction of pulling opals at the very end of the level to you. Then all you need to do is just grab them, or go like within a certain radius of them. But since we didn't get a magnet, then we need to actually go for them all normally, and that's all the opals. So now we're going to be going to the dome. We're just going to be getting our opal thunder egg, and this is, I believe, the first one where we're not going to main menu warp. It is very, like, there have been a lot of runs I've lost the main menu warp in there because I accidentally let muscle memory take over. Anyway, so you're going to want to make sure that you get this outhouse to work, so you're going to want to like run roughly like, instead of a line directly like this, you're going to want to run like around this thing and do that, because this outhouse is going to be used for a skip. Normally we would need to run all the way that way and then back around on the bridge and go down to Dennis, but with this trick we can just jump on top of this lighthouse and jump in this tree and then get on the bridge again. And this is called the light skip. So I'm gonna try my best to make a little tutorial on it here, since there's none anywhere else. What you want to do is you just want to like jump and extend glide. You want to get on the thing. Get out of here. You're gonna want to jump and extend glide and get on the dooney. And then what I used to like doing when I was just first learning this is I used to like stand like roughly here, or like used to stand like right there, but I used to actually aim to like here, and then I would immediately like press W and A, or W and space to jump, and then once I get up there I would just press space again, and that would let me jump again, and I'd be able to start extending gliding on the thing. So look at this. It is quite it is a free trick, but there are a few times where I have actually lost runs to this before, so it is not entirely free. And also, normally, unless you're like doing the stutter glides like I'm doing, you would need to actually grab the ledge, you know? You need to come onto the bridge and grab the ledge or whatever if you just extend glide. But if you just sit here for like an hour or two and just do this, then you'll eventually get it down to how smooth I have it down. Wow, I'm like missing the extended glide, that's sad. Yeah, so if you just do a normal extended glide, you just fall up, jump up like that, but if you want to do it without having to grab the ledge, then you need to just stutter a bit. Like that. So anyway, once you get up here, you're just going to want to run back to Dennis and you're going to want to main menu warp once you get the Thunder Egg. Now here, you're just going to start the time attack, and you're going to run through the time attack like you would. There's nothing really to mention about the time attack, except when you can swim, swim. Other than that, I'd say just keep doing, like, just keep running, keep your lines very tight. You'll eventually, like, just get a knack for knowing exactly, like, where you should be aiming on the rings. So, like, what you want to do is you want to, like, take the corners as tight as possible. So besides the time attack, that's all that there is in this level. You're going to want to actually jump into the water and swim here. Come over to the left like that to get a tiny bit more distance than on land. I have not gotten a single magnet in this level. Let's see, once you get onto this one, you're going to want to jump and dive into the water on the left. Then you want to, like, jump and dive into the water there. And then from there, you're going to want to jump and dive into the water there. If you don't want to, like, swim, then that's fine. There's no, like, I believe swimming there saves, like, maybe 2 seconds. So it's not all that important, but it's just something to keep in mind if you want to go slightly faster. I believe this one's going to be a 44.9. 44.4, wow. So yeah, once you're done there, just exit level. Now, Outback Safari, Outback Safari is going to suck. Basically, first thing you do is emus, but not just emus. You need to collect a bunch of boxes and opals at the same time. And a Billy and a Cog. So let me just, like, try to explain how emus work. So, like, the opals you want to collect are, basically all the ones that you see, so, like, especially the ones down these middle paths here, like, except for those two there, you always wait for later to grab those. So, you're basically gonna want to run and grab opals as you're doing these emus. You're gonna want to also, like, make sure you get everything that's off the road as well, in terms of opals, because there are a few times where I missed one, and it sucks because I have no idea where that one last opal is in a run, and it's literally, like, within 200 feet of the opal machine, like that one there. See, I missed that one, I didn't even see that one. So, after you get the 7th one, you're gonna come down here and, like, save the 8th one for later, because we're gonna be collecting these final, like, 3-4 opals over here. 5, rather. And, wait, let me just be sure. Yeah, you also want to collect every single opal down this path here, because later in the level we're going to be doing a main menu warp, and we're going to spawn the emus again, where we spawn here. Then we're going to, like, turn around and go up that way to do tests, or not tests, do, like, missions and whatnot. So yeah, once we get that emu, after all the opals, we're going to grab that opal box, grab these 2, grab these 2, and these 3. And then we're just going to go into the time attack, and this time attack, you really need to know how to move and know exactly where the rings are. The main reason why we're on old patch is because if you notice, if you've seen an 100% run before, you're probably thinking, oh wow, I'm gonna need to, like, hold up on a control stick and A or D on the keyboard, but now on old patch, you literally just need to use W and A and W and D, and that is outback movement, so basically you just need to move diagonally on your keyboard, and, you know, you're fine. Unless you're lawn and you need to, like, and you prefer to do outback movement on controller, even though it's literally, like, so obsolete on controller on old patch, just because of muscle memory. Anyway. This time attack, as long as you know where you're going, it should be fine. If you don't know exactly where the rings are, or don't even know the route or whatever, then you don't need to do diagonal. We just do it because it's faster. Because like you can still beat Shaza without running diagonal like this. It's just a bit, you know, more tight, I guess. But also Shaza, if you play racing games, I'm sure you guys know of the term rubber banding or whatever it's called. It's where like the CPUs or whatever in a race like are always within a certain distance of the first person. So Shaza, she's like zooming right now because we're like actively leaving her like zone area. And so like if you were to see her, she'd be moving like fucking 50 miles per hour or something, or whatever they do in Australia. Anyway. So after you get done the time attack, you're gonna want to run down here, and you're gonna want to grab this box here because that box is so like annoying to grab once you start the mission. Once you start the mission, you may know in 90% we always like push Shaza, but in 100% it's more important to grab all the opals and stuff. So we prioritize opals more than Shaza, but we will still destroy the enemies when given a chance. You're gonna want to mind the tornado as well. And here, we're gonna actually run off the road a bit, off the track. We're gonna come up here, grab this box here, because those enemies there, they can actually despawn. Like some of them I know despawned because there were only 2 there left, or they got hit by each other. But all I know is that you want to go up there just to waste a bit of time. But not only that, if you're far enough behind Shaza, the enemies in front of you won't even spawn. So if you stay a good enough distance away from Shaza, then she'll be completely safe. Or, yeah, she's around that corner. So this distance, I'd say I wouldn't want to do much more than this distance here. But oh god, I'm not even explaining what I'm doing once again. So this level is really the only advice I can really do is just like literally just copy what you see people doing. In an actual run, in a world record run, this is only like a 9-10 minute level, so it's not too much to remember without like giving a straight like step-by-step tutorial on it. Because in this level, they're really you need to break all of these boxes to get a single opal from each box. I mean, yeah. So after you reach this area here, I'm gonna be skipping some opals and grabbing like Shaza's Thunder Egg here. That's because we're gonna be running back. I'm gonna be grabbing the opals that we missed. Then we're gonna hit this metal shed, and that's gonna give us a golden cog. Then we're gonna mini warp. And so once we're back here, we're gonna start the emus again, and then we're gonna do this section here. Like I said earlier, we're gonna come up here to Ranger Ken, and he's gonna give us a little mission. We're gonna grab these first 2 ones, turn back around, break that. Gonna grab these 3, these 3, these 3. And then we're gonna break that tower. We're gonna grab this one, grab that opal, and golden cog. Break these 3 opals. Break these 5. Come up here, grab that opal. All these opals here. Just do whatever order you want for them. It's really not important. And then make sure you grab these 2 before you break the final tower. After you get the final tower, or you grab these final 3 opals, and grab this opal down here. Next, we're going to be running down here, making sure we've gotten all the opals. I like to come down here and grab this opal here, so we're at 203 here. And this is the first, like, I'd say, consistent opal check of the run. You should be at... Wait, I've missed, like, 2. Wow. Oh, I missed 3. This is exactly what happens when you just don't pay attention. I'm gonna have to cut out parts of this video until I find the final 3 that I missed. Wait, can I just pause recording? Okay, so the 3 I missed were these 3 here. And this is what you would do these on the Shaza escort, but I just forgot them because I think I was busy getting other ones. Anyway, so once we're down here, this opal box here should be 213, and then we're gonna be coming down this road and grabbing these opals. You're gonna want to grab this golden cog in that metal shed, and just keep going down the path. Make sure you grab that one because there are times where I have just completely went over it. Anyway, so once you get over here, you want to grab that cog, and then keep going down the path. Because of how fast you're going, there are some times where you can literally just jump over a box. Anyway, so now that we're here, we grab this box. We're gonna run and grab those 3. Grab that cog and these 2 opal boxes here. Get back on the path. Grab these 2. Then run down, grab these 5. And grab those 3 and run up here. Next we're gonna just be doing this type minigame. And we're gonna be skipping that cutscene, and now we're gonna run back out. It has happened to me before where I've you know, accidentally exit level there because of just, you know, or main menu warp because of muscle memory from N% 51 to E, but you're gonna want to make sure you grab that cog there because there have been times where I've missed that. Right behind this first set of red rocks or whatever. And then you're gonna grab this thunder egg over here. You're gonna grab that box. Grab these 3. And then come up here. Should be good. Yep, good. And then you're gonna return the opal stuff. And that's Outback Safari. Snow Worries is it's interesting.
No.
So as soon as you get into Snow Worries, you're gonna run behind the house, doing center glide, get onto these things. I think you can actually just like I feel like it's actually faster. Oh yeah, that's definitely faster. You're gonna wanna like jump onto this little roof thing back here, and then jump up here, and that'll let you get up there and grab that cog. And once you get done that, you're gonna wanna run down the right side here. This is where the zoom ring comes in handy, because we're gonna be breaking some snow piles with these kangaroos or whatever in the way. And I can aggro the kangaroos so easily. So once you grab those 3, you're gonna want to run down this way. Keep like killing frills and the blue tons. You're gonna want to jump onto these platforms and grab these opals. I'm not getting like any magnets, dude. You're gonna want to break that basket, hope for a magnet. None, of course, I should have known. And then you're going to run down here, grab these 3 opals here, and we're just gonna grab all these opals on the ice here. The magnet is very useful for this area because as you can see, I need to carefully go around and collect each and every opal, while with a magnet I would just need to go near them. So anyway, so now that we're here, we're gonna jump across these ice platforms, or these ice spikes. And then we're going to grab that kid. Now you may notice we only have 4 when we're supposed to have like 5 here, or 6 in 90%. But it's because we do a death warp later this level. And speaking of, what you want to do here is on these spikes, you want to get yourself down to about half health, I'd say. If you want to play it safe, but if you want to play it risky, you can do a quarter health. I'm personally more than confident to have quarter health here. But so once we get down here with quarter health, we're gonna be jumping onto this platform, and then we're gonna start jumping on these pillars to grab all the opals, and it's gonna be great. So you're gonna fall down there, grab that opal, grab this one, and from here we're actually gonna need to do stutter glides to get over here. Otherwise, an extended glide I think just isn't enough. Oh, it is, just barely though. But anyway, I'm gonna break these ice cubes here. Over here, grab this building. And you're gonna run over this way towards the next building, just like 90%. What makes 100% so interesting is that it has so many similarities in terms of routes to 90%. So like you'll never need to worry about a different route than as long as you're also once you grab these 3 opals down here, you need to be at opal count 42. If you're not, then that's unfortunate, but you just need to make sure that you because I really don't know what opals you could miss, unless if you like just miss a single one on a platform. But over here, we're gonna run down, grab these 3 opals on the right here. Kill some frills, grab these 3 on the right, then we're going to get hit by this blue ton, and that's going to send us back to the beginning. Next we're going to run down the opal path, and after the 4th one we're going to turn right, and we're going to start trying to throw zoomerangs to break that kid out of the snow. And once we're done with that, we're just going to be coming down here talking to Mori. And we're gonna grab all these opals on this line here. We're gonna grab this kid, and we're immediately gonna jump onto the. We're gonna immediately jump onto the platforms, and then we're just gonna fly down here. Just collecting every opal on every pillar. And once we're down there, we're gonna start doing more shenanigans. Down here to Mori, and we're gonna grab the first 6 on this path here until we turn around, and then we're gonna run over here. The proper way to run on the ice like this is to try to run directly down like the steepest part of it, which the steepest part of it is often hard to find, so I just like, you know, do things like run down sort of steep areas like this, you know. But once you're over here, you're gonna want to run up this side of it. How you can tell it's the side of it is because like you see this very steep part of it, and then you come over here and you can just run up it like that. So you're gonna want to grab that opal. Then you're gonna start breaking. You're gonna start killing these frills again. You're gonna grab this cog at some point during the ring. Sure we actually grab everything. Yep. Should be at 105 here. We're gonna fall down, go to 107. So grabbing 2 more opals on that path. And then we're gonna grab this one in the direct middle of these like 5 over here. Then we're gonna be run around the side of the pool like this. And once we get that opal, we're going to be running over here. And then like running straight down. And I messed that up. You're supposed to like be able to like slide way across the ice. Like that. And so you want to hold shift to walk here on the ice. That way you can get under the cog and then jump. And once you're down here, you're going to immediately swim over towards this way behind Yabby. And then you're going to start doing Yabby just like you would anything. You're going to want to break these first 3 stalactites. Final 2, so swimming out. Except we're going to go to the left instead of back out of the pool. We're going to go this way. We're gonna grab these first 2 opals here, turn to right, throw the aqua rain, hit that button, skip the cutscene, then keep going along the path. We're gonna grab this opal here. We're gonna skip out on that cog for now, because we can just get it when we come back through here. And we're gonna grab this cog, and we're gonna turn around and just head back out. We can head in a straight line to the cog from here, and once we grab that, we're going to go over to the left here, and just keep following this opal trail until we reach the end. And then we're going to be back at where we were, and then just leave the water. You can kind of see where the opals are. You're going to want to surface at this one here. You're going to want to grab this one. Then just like come over here, grab this opal, and just keep going on the opal trail. That was probably the longest, or that's probably one of, if not the longest, like side trip from a linear path in the run. Once you get this opal directly next to this pillar, jump over here, jump on this collision, jump up here, jump here, and then do some extended glide buffers to grab over on the pillar. Now here is the next opal track of the run. If we get up to here and we have 164, then we're good. Like I do, then like to have 164, then we're perfect. Next you're gonna come up here, grab this buildie. I like to switch to boomerang here because we're gonna be breaking some boxes in a minute. These 2 here, they spawn like close enough that you don't need to use the bite maneuver. You're gonna want to come down here, and you're gonna want to do the ice puzzle like normal. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, just like that. And then you can try and break that box of opals there while I grab the thunder egg. Run and grab these boxes, or these opals. I missed that one. Yeah. And then once you're over here, you're going to basically just do any percent movement, just like you would in Airport 51 TE. Jump on these platforms here, however you want to. Bite there, and then just come over here and grab this building. And from there, we're going to be running into this cave over here. A lot of people don't even know this cave exists. Fun fact. If you haven't like beaten the game 100% already, then most people don't know. But now that we're in this cave, we're gonna grab that cog, grab these 2 opal boxes, and we're gonna be leaving the cave again. That cog there is so easy to forget about, just because how out of the way it is, which is not really out of the way, but it's just like in an awkward spot. So, no, we're not doing anything. Once you get over here, you're gonna break this box down here, and you're going to get hit by a frill and do a cool recover. That was nice. Then you're going to jump over here. You're gonna want to grab. You're gonna want to fall back down onto these opals. Grab that one and continue on the opal trail. You can try to snipe the snowboarding guys just for fun. What I do all the time in runs. But we're basically just following the opal trail for the rest of the level. Gonna have like 1 major excursion off of it in like 30 seconds here, I think. Oh, it's right here. So up here, we're gonna grab this opal in the middle here, And I'm gonna jump and stutter glide to grab this cog on this little metal beam here. Once you grab that cog, just get back on the opal trail, and then you're going to run over here, grab this opal, snipe that guy, miss. And then you're going to jump down here, and this is going to be called I think it's called button early or something. We're gonna be standing on this second, I guess, beam here. We're going to be going to ties you with a normal boomerang straight up, and at an angle like this, I believe we're going where the if you see on the little circle area, we have a like it's made up of tiny little lines. On that line, very up left there, on the top left of the circle, if the bottom line separating that, if the bottom like separation lines up with the beam, then I think we're good. Oh no, I think it's like if the top line is, I think it's like that. Yep. I just need to get a feel for it, but basically just like you want to be as like parallel with the thing as possible, just like that. I try to do it one more time just to show it off. Yeah, just like that. So once you're in here, you're gonna grab these opals using the bite technique, because some opals will like fall over here and you'll need to go all the way around to grab them, but you don't want to do that. Next, you can like try to move faster by sliding down that little slope there, although it usually doesn't work that well for me. And next, you're gonna come up here, grab this opal here, and we're gonna be coming down here. We're gonna be breaking that box. Finally, a magnet. We're gonna be grabbing these 3 opals boxes, and then you're going to do mill skip. Mill skip is mill skip. That's all I have to say. Actually, wait, no, we can't do it this way. I forgot we need to actually do this mill skip normally. So, as you can see, I have only a quarter health, and that's perfect because we need to do a death blow for a few minutes here. So you're gonna want to do mill skip the way that you normally would. You're gonna run, do an extended glide, stand on this little ledge here, jump. There are plenty of people that can help you with mill skip tutorials. I'm really not that good at making tutorials for this, just because like it's very awkward for me. I'm better at making like category tutorials, not like, you know, trick tutorials. So I'm sure if you ask Sir Lawrence NZ, then you can probably get a mill skip tutorial out of him, or you can watch his 90% guide, and he has. I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing that there is quite a bit of. I'm guessing that he showed off a bunch of different mill skip methods that you could learn, but I'm just gonna do mine here. How I do mine? Oh, messed that up. You can, like, if you get up here, then you can actually hit the button like that, and then you can stand on this, jump up here, and that is like basically the easiest way of doing it. But once you're here, you're gonna want to fall down. Make sure, since I'm at quarter health, also if you have like half health or 3/4 health here, you're gonna want to just take damage on those little saw blades. But now that I'm at like quarter health, I'm gonna need to make sure I'm like gliding very like often. And so once I'm down here, I'm gonna be breaking all these ice cubes, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna like attract all the opals in, run over this way, and then I'm just going to wait for a frill to kill me. Or anything to kill me. It is possible for the spiders to kill you, but it is very, like, it almost never happens. So none of the frills killed me. I should be back up here. If you want to make sure that you're actually going to respawn back up here, you can like actually go over to the right a bit just to make sure that that the Dooney activates, because there have been times I have seen it happen where it's not been activated for someone. But anyway, so now that we're here, we're actually going to go into the mushrooms, and we're going to return the final kids, and we should have everything by the time attack. Yes, the time attack is very time attack's going to be quite simple. You're just going to want to follow the rings. If you are running on new patch for some reason, there is a ground swim you can do here, but it is very, very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very inconsistent. Literally, the only person I've seen do ground swim in this time attack is Carmody in his world record runs, where he gets a lawn swim and he takes that to the end, which it is very, very fast, I will admit, but it's just not like worth it to do. I feel like if it was consistent, then it would be very possible to like switch to new patch with ground swims and stuff for 100%. I find it funny how this tutorial is much shorter than my Hub 1 tutorial, despite this hub being like, you know, like I think 15 minutes longer than Hub 1. But anyway, I feel like it's because I'm just better in my groove today or something, and I'm not explaining every little thing. Because if you've seen this, like if you're watching this video, you've probably already seen the first one, and you're just trying to learn Hub 2. And also, I'm sorry for having this tutorial come out a day late. I just completely forgot yesterday that I was supposed to make it and put it out, but you know, it is what it is. You're getting it today, so yeah, anyway, so just keep on, finish the time attack like normal. 154.7. I'm actually gonna check the leaderboard because I feel like that's a PB for me. Oh no. Anyway, so once again, check your game info for everything if you want to, just to be safe. Yep. Okay, good. And then exit your level. Once you're done, it's no worries. Usually Julius's machine will be here, and you'll be able to talk to him, and you'll be able to get into fight Crikey. But because he's not here, because I'm using like a cheated save file, I'm gonna use the change level command, and I'm gonna get into Crikey's Cove that way. So Crikey, you're gonna want to switch to your Flamerains immediately. Dive in the water. So you're gonna want to swim over this thing, and we're going to hit this first oxygen tank and this second one over here. Now Crikey's gonna be charging at us because he wants to bite, or she wants to bite us. But the best thing we can do is get out of the water as quick as possible. And as soon as like the oxygen tank surfaces, you're gonna want to try to shoot at it when Crikey goes and bites it. After that first one, you're going to run down here, hit that third oxygen tank, then get into position to hit this one. That first oxygen tank was very tight, so I'm sorry if that seems very difficult to explain, but this is another one of those situations where if you just watch somebody do it, then you can probably nail it in a couple tries. So yeah, then once Crikey grabs that third oxygen tank, then you're going to be just doing whatever until the boss ends. And that's Crikey. So final advice for Hub 2. Also after Crikey in a normal run, you wouldn't spawn back here, you would spawn in Julius's lab. But final advice for Hub 2. This, like, the halfway point of the run for me is like the end of, or like somewhere in the middle of Snow Worries. So there are times where when I'm doing runs and I'm like, this is a very good pace, I can't wait to world record, blah blah blah, and it's yeah, I realize that I'm like not even halfway through the run. And so Hub 2, I guess, is very it's literally the middle of the game. So I'd say that it's just a lot of the times I won't have much energy during Hub 2 because I'm just like, I need to get through this, and then it's Hub 3, then the final stretch is Hub 3 basically. So with Hub 2 out of the way, just know that at least you have beaten your second hub, and you're a little over halfway done the run. Hub 3 tutorial is, I can guarantee you, Hub 3 tutorial is going to be about 2 hours, I'd say, because I'm doing Hub 3 and Hub 4 in the tutorial. So you're going to want to just stay tuned for that. Hub 3 is probably going to come out sometime early next week, just because of how long it's going to take to record, because basically the final 2 levels in Hub 3 are 20 minutes each one. So literally a good, like, the final hour of the run is basically in Hub 3. Actually, no, the final hour of the run is Snow Worries. For me, the final hour of the run is Snow Worries and Hub 3. But Hub 3 is gonna have Liar Liar, Black Stump, Rex Marks, which Rex Marks is the longest level in the game, for 100%. And then you're gonna have Fluffy, which Fluffy is such a dick to fight, honestly. And then you're gonna have Cass's Pass, Cass's Crest, and then you're gonna have the final battle, which I'm gonna be doing all in one video. So it's gonna takes like 50 minutes to an hour in a run, but for me, it's like, for the tutorial, it's gonna take like, I'd say anywhere between like an hour and a half to 2 hours. But anyway, thank you for watching the second part of the tutorial. Stay tuned, and I'll be putting out the third part soon. I'm not saying exactly when yet, because even I don't know, but 56 minutes for Hub 2, that's not bad. Anyway, peace out.